Good morning. Last class we were discussing about sequential file and random sequential access and random access of files. How we will access the files in C program. Two ways we can access. One is sequential access and another method is random access. What was sequential access? In sequential access, data is kept in sequential order. Then, if you want to read the last record of the file, then in sequential method, we need to read all the records that is present before the last record. So that is what the sequential files. And in random access files, we can read and write anywhere in the file. So that is what the random access or direct access, we will call it as direct access. Okay. Next, we can see what are the different functions that are used for performing random access. Okay, different methods that are used for performing this random access of files in our C program. Okay, so mainly these are the three functions we are used for performing that random access. First one is fseek. Okay, fseek. The next one is ftell. Then rewind. Some more functions are there, but in your syllabus, we need to study these three. Okay, fseek, ftell, and rewind. We can see what is fseek, what is ftell, and how we will use these rewind and ftell and fseek in our C program. Okay, first we can discuss what is rewind. Okay, rewind. Rewind actually, rewind is a function. Okay, what was function? Two types of functions we already studied, that built-in functions and the user-defined function. Here rewind is a built-in function that is defined in the compiler libraries. Okay, in rewind function, the function set the file pointer at the beginning of the string. Okay, suppose consider a file. Say this is a file. Just in this file there are lots of content will be there. Okay, let's assume that this is a file. Okay, in that file lots of contents are there. Okay, so in this file what it will do is, okay, for every file we have discussed that one file pointer will be there, isn't it? First, before starting the file, opening the file itself, we will create a file pointer that we studied. Okay, so initially our file pointer will be in the beginning position. That means suppose this is the beginning position. Assume that. Okay, so initially the file pointer will be in the beginning position. Okay, then after reading each character, then file pointer will be moved forward. Okay, suppose if you read first 5 character from your file, then 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, then you, after reading the 5 character, your file pointer will be in this location. Okay, in this location your file pointer will be in that location. Then if you want to set that file pointer again into the beginning position, okay, after performing some particular operation, if you want to set the file pointer again in the beginning position, then you can use this function. Okay, rewind function. So rewind function will change the file pointer position to again from the beginning position. Okay, so for that we are using this rewind function. Rewind function set the file pointer at the beginning of the string. Okay, so this is the syntax for using this rewind function. Okay, first we need to specify the function name. Here the function name is rewind. Inside that you need to specify the file pointer. Okay, so that is it. Then it will set the file pointer into the beginning positions of that file. Okay, we can see an example here. Okay, so this is a program. Write a program to display content of file two lines without closing the files. Okay, two times without closing the file. That means we need to display the content of files two times without closing that file. Okay, so suppose assume that okay our files contain the information this one. This is the information. It is hello. Welcome to C program. C program. Okay, this is the information that is present in the first file. Just assume that. Okay, this is the information that is present in our file. Okay, so as we have discussed that rewind function will help you to change the current position of the file pointer into the beginning. Okay, it will change the current position to set the file pointer position to beginning. Okay, for that we can use this rewind function. Okay, so our question is we need to write a program to display the content of file two times without closing the file. Okay, so what are all the things we have to write? Before performing any operations, we need to declare a file pointer. Okay, we need to declare a file pointer. So for declaring a file pointer, we can use which keyword we will use? File. Okay, so this is the keyword. Then after that, we can write the file pointer name, that star fp or this star symbol. Okay, star fp semicolon. So fp is a file pointer. Okay, then here we need to read the content of the file, isn't it? Okay, so for reading the content, suppose assume that these contents are character type data. Okay, we are reading character type data from the file. Okay, so for reading character type data, we need to declare a character type variable. Okay, we need to declare a character type variable. So this is what the declaration of character type variable. char ch semicolon. Okay, char ch semicolon. Okay, then after that, before performing any operation of file, we need to open that file. Okay, which function we will use to open a function, a file? Which is the function which is used to open the file? Anybody? Which function we will use for opening a file? Anybody? Which function we will use? Okay, fopen. Okay, so fopen is the function we need to use for opening a file. So here we have written that fp is equal to fopen. Then in the fopen function, we have studied that two arguments are the first argument is the file name and the next argument is the mode. Okay, suppose here in this question we need to read the content of the file, isn't it? So first we need to write the file name, that is test.txt. Then for read operation, we can write R. Okay, so we are opening the test.txt file in read mode. Okay, after that, you have to read all the elements character by character. Okay, all the elements character by character. അതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് നമ്മളിവിടെ ഒരു FEOF ഞാൻ ഇന്നലെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു തന്നായിരുന്നു. FEOF എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തായിരുന്നു? എൻഡ് ഓഫ് ദ ഫയൽ. ഇന്നലെ പറയുമ്പോൾ ചെറിയൊരു കറക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ എൻഡ് ഓഫ് ദ ഫയലിൽ 0 റിട്ടേൺ ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ മീനിങ് ദ ഫയൽ ഹാസ് നോട്ട് എൻഡഡ്. ഫയൽ എൻഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് 0 റിട്ടേൺ. ഞാൻ ഇന്നലെ പറഞ്ഞു തരുമ്പോൾ ചെറിയൊരു കറക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. Okay, so it return the value 0 when end of the file has not occurred. Okay, and otherwise, that means if the file is end means it will return 1. അതായിരുന്നു correction. Okay, അതൊന്ന് ചേഞ്ച് ഓർത്ത് വെച്ചു. It return the value 0 when end of the file has not occurred. Otherwise, it return 1. Okay. Then here we need to read all the contents in the file, isn't it? Okay, so initially when you open a file, okay, your file pointer will be in the first position. Okay, your file pointer will be in the first position. Okay, so your file pointer will be initially it will be here. Okay, then we are checking whether the file is end or not. Here, if FEOF of F is equal to 0 means it is not end. Then what we have to do, we can read. Okay, we can read the content. First, it will read H, and that will be copied into the variable ch. For reading a file, we can use the function fgetc. Okay, fgetc, that we already discussed that. Fgetc is a function which is used to read a character from the file, isn't it? Okay, so by using the function fgetc, you can read the file content. That means it will read the first element. Okay, then that will be copied into the character ch. Okay, then by using the normal print operation, you can print the value. Okay, that means it will print h. Okay, it will print h. Then again, it is a while operation. We have already discussed that. What is the duty of while operation? It will repeat the process. Okay, it will repeat the process until the condition fails. Okay, so it will repeat means it will read character by character. Okay, hello. Then like it will read the whole content. Okay, then after reading the whole content, our file position will be in the last point. Okay, here. Okay, our file pointer will be in the last position. Okay, then again, if you want to read the same content, okay, again, if you want to read the same content, then what you have to do? You need to change the file pointer position to here. Okay, then only you can read the content again. Okay, so for that we can use this function rewind. Okay, so rewind, inside that if you specify the file pointer, then what it will do? It will change the file pointer position from here to here. Okay, here to here. Okay, then again, if you perform the reading operation, it will read the same content again. Okay, so that is what here. First it will read hello, welcome to C programming. Then after that, what we have done? We have changed the position of the file pointer from here to here. Okay, then again it will read the same content. Okay, so this is how the rewind function is performed. Okay, so rewind function is a function. What is the duty of rewind function? It is used to set the file pointer at the beginning of the file stream. Okay, rewind function is used to set the file pointer at the beginning of the file stream. Okay, so that is why we are using rewind operation. Okay, then next function is ftell. Okay, ftell. So what is the duty of ftell? Here ftell. Okay, ftell. Actually ftell is used to find out the current position of the file pointer. Okay, it will ftell is a function which is used to find out the current position of the file pointer. Okay, as we discussed that when opening a file pointer will be in the beginning. After you perform read or write operation, it may change the position of the file pointer. Then if you want to find the position of that file pointer, then you can use this function ftell. Okay, that is what ftell is in C is used to find out the position of the file pointer in the file with respect to the starting of the file. Okay, so here we are using this function ftell. Then if you write the file pointer as an argument, then it will return an integer type of value. That value will be the position of the file pointer. Okay, that value will be the position of the file. ftell, inside that you need to write the file pointer name. Okay, we can see an example for that. C program to demonstrate the use of ftell. Okay, so as usual, first line will be hash include stdio.h. First line will be hash include stdio.h. Then in the main, after that, first for every operation we have to declare the file pointer, then we need to open that file. Okay, so this is in a single statement we are declaring and opening the file. Okay, so file star fp is equal to fopen, then test.txt. Okay, we are opening that file in read mode. Okay, we are opening that file in read mode. Okay, then what we are going to do is we will read the first string from that file. Okay, we will read the first string from that file. Okay, suppose assume that, okay, there is it contain these statements. Okay, someone over there. Okay, so this is the statement that will be present in the file. Okay, then if you read the first string, what will be the first string? Someone. Okay, if you read the first string, then file pointer position will be from here to here. Okay, it will change. Means first it will move from S O M E 1. Hello, sorry, O N E. Okay, so this is the first string. Okay, then if you perform a read operation by using fscan, so okay, what was the syntax for using fscan? Fscan, then we need to write the file pointer, then we need to write the format specifier, then string. Okay, so string means this is a character type array that we already studied. Okay, so after reading the first string from this file, the file pointer position will be moved from here to here. Then if you use this ftl function to display the file pointer position, okay, how we will use that ftl function? You can write like this: printf %d, okay, then comma ftl. Inside that, if you specify that file pointer name, then it will return an integer type of value. Okay, here 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, now the file pointer will be here. Okay, after reading the first string, file pointer will be here. Okay, though it will return the integer type of value 7. Okay, so that is what ftl. Okay, ftl is a function which is used to return the current position of the file pointer. Okay, ftl is a function which is used to find out the position of the file pointer in the file with respect to the starting of the file. Okay, so that is ftl. Next is another function is fseek. Okay, fseek. This fseek function is used to move file pointer. Okay, if you want to move the file pointer in a particular position, then we can use this fseek function. Okay, then when the operation is successful, fseek return as 0. And if attempt to move the file pointer beyond the file boundary, then what it will return? An error occur, and fseek will return a negative value. Okay, so what is the use of fseek? Fseek is a function associated with the file operation, and this fseek function is used to move the file pointer in a specified position. Okay, fseek function is a function used to move the file pointer in a specific position. Okay, so this is the syntax for using fseek function. Okay, fseek, inside that first you need to specify the file pointer, then offset, then position. Okay, here file pointer is the pointer to the concerned file. Okay, what is the file pointer we have declared that you need to specify here. Okay, file pointer is a pointer to the concerned file. And offset, what is the offset? Offset is a number or a variable of type long, and it specifies the number of position to be moved from the location you have specified. Okay, so offset will specify the number of position you need to move. Okay, so that is what the offset. Okay, if offset is positive number, then moving forward. Okay, if you specify a positive number as an offset, then it will move the file pointer forward direction. Okay, and if you specify a negative number as an offset, what is the meaning of that? It will move backward. Okay, it will move backward. So that is what the offset. Then last one argument will be the position. Okay, that means position can take from anywhere. That means if you want to move it from the beginning, then you can specify either 0 or seek set. Okay, that means if you want to move the file pointer from the beginning, okay, then either you can use 0 or seek set. Okay, then if you want to move the file pointer from the current position, okay, then you can use the value 1 or seek CUR. Okay, then if you want to move the file pointer from the end of the file, okay, then you can use 2 or seek end. Okay, so these are the three positions we can take. Okay, seek set. If you specify seek set as the position, that means your file pointer will move from the beginning. Okay, then if you set seek CUR, then what will happen? Your file pointer move from the current position. Okay, then if you set to seek end, what will happen? It will move from the end. Okay, so these are the three arguments. These are the three arguments in that fseek. So you need to remember that fseek is a function which is used to move, the file pointer to a specific position. Okay. Now we can see how we will use this fseek function. Okay. So here is an example: hash include stdio.h, then void main. First, before starting the file, we can declare the file. Here, file is the keyword, then star fp. So fp is the file pointer. Okay. First, we need to open that file. For opening the file, we can use fopen. Okay, fp is equal to fopen. Two arguments will be there. First argument is the name of the file. Then next will be the operand. Sorry, next will be the mode. Okay, so here myfile.txt. So this is the file name. W plus. This is the mode. Okay, write mode plus. Okay, so this is the mode we are using for opening that file. Okay, so first what I am doing is, first, what do you mean by this f puts? What is the meaning f puts? F puts. What is the duty of this function f puts? Anybody? F puts. Anybody? F puts. F puts. Why we are using f puts function in C program? Okay, correct. Insert data, write data. Correct. Okay, so here first I am writing some data. Here what I am writing, this is C program into the file. That means the content of the file will be this one. Okay, what this is C program. Okay, this will be the content. Okay, so first by using fput function, I am writing something to the file. Okay, then what I am doing, I am using fseek function. Okay, so as we have discussed that fseek is a function which is used to move the file pointer, okay, to the specified set. Here as we have discussed that three arguments will be there: file pointer, offset, and position. Okay, here position is what fseek set. That means we need to move from the file. Seek set means from the beginning. Okay, we need to move the file from the beginning. Okay, that means from here we need to move. How many positions we need to remove? 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This space will be taken as one position. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now the file pointer will be here. Okay, now our file pointer will be here only. Okay, then what it will do in the next statement, we are using again fput statement. Then what is fput statement? Again it will write some content to the file. Okay, so our current position of the file pointer is here only. Then if you write something on into that file, what will happen? Ah, it will start writing from here onwards. Okay, it will start writing from here onwards. That means what will happen? This will be overwritten. Okay, that means it will print the. Okay, so this is how we will use fseek function. Fseek function is a function which is used to move the file pointer position into a specified location. Okay, into a specified location. So that is what fseek function. Okay, so fseek function move the file pointer associated with a given file to a specific location. 3 arguments will be there. First will be the file pointer, next will be the offset, and last will be the position. File pointer is the pointer. Okay, that is which file is we have opened. File pointer is a pointer concerned to that file only. Offset is the number of position you need to move. Then last position will be if you want to move your file pointer from the beginning, then you can write this statement. Or if you want to move your file pointer from the current position, you can use this statement. Then if you want to move from the end, you can use. Either you can move it forward or backward. If you specify it a positive value, then it will be move on forward direction. And if you specify a negative value, then what will happen? It will move it to backward direction. Okay, so this is the example fseek function. Okay, then next function, fwrite function. What is the duty of fwrite function? I have already discussed that. Okay, so for what purpose we are using fwrite function? What purpose? Okay, for writing operations. Okay, so that is next function. This function is used to insert a specific number of characters into the binary file, which is opening write mode. Okay, so this is the syntax for that fwrite. Then you need to first specify the address of the data, then size of the data, the number of data, then file pointer. Okay, that means address of the data to be written on the disk, and the size of the data to be written on the disk size. Okay, the number of such data, how many numbers of data you need to write, that you need to specify. Then pointer, file pointer. Okay, so this is how what fwrite. So in the last class we have discussed that what is fwrite and all. We can see an example for fwrite function. Okay, we can see an example fwrite function. First, we need to write a hash include stdio.h, then int main, then for every function, sorry, every file operation, we need to declare the file pointer file star fp, then star sp you are not supposed to use. Actually, this is asterisk symbol. Okay, so you had to call like this. Okay, fp, then character str is equal to c. That means I am going to write a character into the binary file. Okay, so into that file. Okay, then fp fopen, we are opening that file in write mode. Then fwrite, then ampersand str, this is the address where the data is located. Then size of str, that means size of, it will return size of the character. Then you are going to write only one character, so write one. Then you need to write fp. Then after writing that operation, you can close. Okay, you can close the file. Okay, so this is the example for fwrite operations. Okay, then one more function is the fread function, that is also we have discussed. Okay, fread function is used to read the data. Okay, fread function is used to read the data. So for fread, these are the different arguments. First, we need to write the address, then size of the data, the number of data you are going to read, then file pointer. Okay. So this function is used to read a specific number of sequence of character specified in the file. Okay, fread, address, size of data, number of data, pointer. So this is an example for that. Fread ampersand str. That means this is the location where our data is present. Then size of str. Size of, here we are writing a character type data. So that is why we have specified size of character. Then we 5. 5 means 5 character type data we are going to write into the file. Okay. Then this will be the file pointer, that is fp. Okay, so this is the example. Then here we can see the example for an fread function. Okay, so hash include stdio.h void main. So this line, what is the meaning of this line? While declaring itself, we are opening the file. Okay, so this is how we will open the file. That is file star. This is the file pointer name. File pointer name is here. I am using file. Okay, equal to f open. Then here I am opening cs.txt file in read mode. Okay, cs.txt file in read mode. Okay, so I have opened the file cs.txt in read mode. Then why after opening the file, I am checking whether the pointer is null or not. For that, I can use this statement, null pointer. That and all we discussed that. So null pointer. Then here I am reading character. So I am using character type data. Then while fread, first we need to specify the address, then we need to specify the size of the character, then we are reading one by one. So first here we have to specify one character, then file pointer. Okay, so after reading that, we will print the file. So content. So for that we can use printf %c, c. Okay, so after performing this operation, you can close fclose file. Okay, so this is how we will use read function in file. Okay, so these are the different functions. Read and write we have already discussed in the last class itself. Okay, then fseek, ftell, and one more function is the rewind. Okay, rewind. So these are the three functions we are used for performing random access. Okay, so that's all about file operations. എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ? ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം, ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ അറ്റൻഡൻസ് ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തു. റിഷാൽ, പ്രതുൽ, സരിക, അന്വയ, അനുശ്രീ, സിക്ത, ആർദ്ര, ധിയ, അമയ, ചന്ദന, സയന, അക്ഷയ, അമൽ, വിനയ, അതുൽ, അമാന റഹ്മാൻ, ഫാത്തിമ ജുമീന, അഭിജിത്ത്, ഫർഹാന, ജയദീപ്, ആദിത്യ, ആര്യ, ഖദീജ, അതുൽ, ധിയ, മുഹമ്മദ് സൈൻ, അംഗിത, അനന്യ, അഭിൻ വി കെ, നന്ദന രാജ്, അനുശ്രീ, റെയ്ഹാൻ, സൂര്യനന്ദ, അഫ്ര ഫാത്തിമ, ഫാത്തിമ റിൻസി, അദ്വൈത്, ഫിദ, ഹസ്ന അബ്ദുൾ റഹ്മാൻ, ഷസ്, അഭിജിത്ത്, സ്നേഹ, നസ്രി, അഭിരാഗ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയും പേരാണുള്ളത് അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ് കാണാം. താങ്ക് യു.